welcome to a brand new episode with MTG Josh. Today we have a cool deck in Fynn, the Fangbearer. So it's a straight up INFECT deck, basically. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. So it's also a Death Touch tribal deck. Essentially you've just crammed the deck full of little tiny Death Touch creatures like Tajuru, Blight Blade, Sedge Scorpion, Narnan Renegade. There's all sorts of these Death Touch creatures that you can use to slam in, and the best synergy I could really think of, because it's mono green, is just fight mechanics. So you've got on the higher end Vivian, which not only lets you put counters on your Death Touch creatures, which is good because it means they can get through blockers a bit easier, and her -3 lets you deal damage equal to some creature's power to another creature. So even if you're a 1/1 with Death Touch, it can kill literally anything as long as you can target it and as long as it's not indestructible. So yeah, it's a pretty simple one today. Hope you all enjoy it. Don't forget the deck list will be in the description below. If you enjoy the gameplay, maybe you could consider dropping me a like. Really helps the channel. And then also subscribe if you want to, but that really helps the channel as well. So let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so facing Kaito Suzuki, going to be a Dimir Ninja based deck. I can almost guarantee it ain't going to be ninjas though. It's probably going to be more like Dimir, mid-range Dimir control with this guy. It's going to be tough because green doesn't really deal with planeswalkers that well. But having the Tusky is good. Tusky does mean we get some card advantage later on. Okay, they're ramping, so who knows what this kind of deck could be. Let's get onto that Infect train. So let's hope they don't have any board wipes. Ritual of Soot would be bad. But we're setting up a really nice curve for the Tusky here. So let's see if the Shadow Spear can resolve. The Trample, so if you don't know how Trample and Death Touch works, if a creature blocks your creature when it has Trample and Death Touch, only 1 damage will go to the creature and the rest will go to the opponent. So it's a really powerful way of dealing extra damage even though they have lots of blockers and massive blockers. A friend in real life taught me that, and it's very painful to face his Hapatra snake deck. Trample and Death Touch and all sorts of buffs. Terrifying. Oh no, it isn't Hapatra, it's his Ronus deck, sorry. Yeah, Ronus has Death Touch.
Our eyes are everywhere.
So if you give him Trample, it's pretty scary. Okay, so we don't really care about Kaito here, do we? So we might as well just go for Tusky. And then we get to draw a couple of cards if they don't block. So they are blocking. Otherwise they would be dead, of course. And we draw a card here. So the Hashep Oasis, I've kept this back because it's a nice way of giving something giant growth.
Now, what do we have?
I mean, this could all go horribly wrong. They could easily just have board wipe of some kind, or removal, anything. We need to hit them with 1 more Death Toucher. Oh, Veil of Summer. Well, with Veil of Summer, I think we just win. If this resolves, anyway. Oh, wow, okay. It resolves, and going for lethal. 5 triggers on the stack. Nice. Cool. And the opponent even stayed for 1 of the triggers, so thank you for that. Moving on. Okay, so Essica Prismatic Bridge. It's been a while. I wonder if we can hold up. I find it kind of crazy to believe that Fynn is in the same bracket as Essica, but there you go. I don't make up the rules. Power is subjective, I suppose, but even so, it just feels a bit odd Okay, let's go for Fynn here. They will have every answer in the book because of their 5 colours, and they've just hit 2 triumphs. Of course they have. And more ramp. So we want to be in a position where we have Veil of Summer up, because a lot of powerful removal spells are black, although next turn they are going to go for the bridge. We do have the Boseiju though, so that's good. Just go for Rascal here. Pump the team a little. And swing in. So that we're 1/5 of the way there already, which is nice. So they waste their whole turn. Oof, binding, okay. I wonder what they're going to go for. They're going to go for Fynn, okay. They'd rather go for... I guess this gives them a land as well. Although they actually have the land, so... Who knows. Let's go for Fynn. And Scorpion. So every turn we're essentially, you know, posing threats. I mean, I can kind of see why Fynn is up there, but all the creatures in the green deck are kind of squishy, you know, 1/1s and 1/3s. Okay, so somewhat annoyingly, when we kill the bridge, they're going to be able to recast it again in the next turn, but I suppose it does buy us some more time. So if we get to swing with both of these guys, we're going to be pretty close to lethal, to be honest. They're going to have to think about... you know, get rid of our field again. Okay, so let's go for Llanowar Visionary here. Draws us a card. It's pretty good. And I'm happy to swing in with these two only because the Rish card just deals regular damage. I'm not so bothered about that. I want to leave up 2 mana just in case I want to go for the Veil or the prize fight or the ram through. So let's see. So if they just go for the bridge, they lose, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have to go for something awesome. And we have a Veil of Summer, which could potentially just save our lives here. Prismatic Bridge. They're just going for it. With 1 mana up. So, if that's a fatal push, we just win, right? Let's go to combat. Just swing with the things that actually matter. I mean, we beat a Prismatic Bridge deck, so... it's pretty awesome, especially with a budget deck like this. I mean, come on, that's amazing. Going second versus a Rascal Golgari Queen, which is not a conventional tier 1 deck, but what's scarier than facing a tier 1 deck is facing a deck that is in the bracket because of the cards within the decks. So this person has absolutely pimped out the innards of their deck. I can almost guarantee that, because otherwise why would it be here facing me now? And going by the other cards we've seen, we're definitely in that bracket. Hopefully they don't have a way to kill the Elves. I'd like to get the Tusky out ASAP. Okay, so she does things. She does things. Right, let's go for some more ramp. Llanowar Elves into Llanowar Visionary. Isn't that just beautiful? This is lovely. And then a land, which is perfect. So essentially what we're doing here is really good. We're racing the Rascal player, because they're going to be able to kill whatever they want when they get her out. Lands is exactly what we want to see. We could even go for the Kuro if we wanted to. Let's do that. This curve has been just insanity. So when Kuro dies, we can get some lands, which is actually really nice considering how green works, because we've ramped all this way. Now we kind of need to push into the further plays, right? So more lands is good, or we could even get a Spirit. Probably not as exciting, but here comes Rascal. Will she have an answer? Oh, she's going to go for the ramp. That's intriguing. That is intriguing. Okay. Let's go for the gingerbread cabin. So this has no death touch or anything, so we can just get rid of that. Let's have Kura fight this. And if you were wondering, Kura's in here because it has death touch, course. So we also draw a card because we won the fight, which is something I've not actually heard in terminology before. So what does this guy do? That gives them a ramp. What do I do? Go for the the Fynn, sorry. And yeah, let's start the pain train. So we're going to have Kura going into the face. Now, because of the way, you know, they've got 5 mana technically, so they can easily just go for Rascal again if they want to kill the Fynn. But then we can just kill the Rascal again, so... And I was hesitant using the Blizzard Brawl there, because I'd rather use this to kill the Remnant of the Rising Star, because this is going to get out of control very quickly if they have a lot of creatures. So whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you can pay X. Inquisition of Kozilek, that's mean. So it looks like we're going to lose the Blizzard Brawl, yeah, which we do. So they're kind of... Not sure what kind of deck this is. Like a mid-range deck. Stonecoil Serpent literally doesn't do much against us. Ooh, Kappa Tech Wrecker. This could be good. Let's go for the land. I mean, I'm happy to trade either of these for either of theirs, to be honest. Reach. Yeah, let's just swing in with both. You know, if they want to trade either of those, I'm happy, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so the Death Touch will take care of the Stonecoil. Get a few triggers here, and yeah, let's get 3 land cards. And bear in mind it says land cards, so we don't even have to get basics. So we can go for Beseju, Garenbrig, and yeah, we'll go for Turret Sanctum. Seems pretty good, right? Basically draw 3 cards. We can use Beseju to even kill the Remnant if we want to. But I think I want to go for Toski here. And do I worry about this? No, we can deal with that later, can't we? Just go for another Death Toucher. Let's make our field difficult to deal with. So Toski's going to be tricky unless I've got an Exile effect, which is entirely possible given that they're black and green. But yeah, definitely Kura is a really nice way to, especially if you're maybe using some kind of land combo synergy, something like Valakut. So it looks like they went for our commander, which is interesting. They could have... Yeah, not sure if that was... It just seems like a lot of mana, right? 6 mana to kill 2. Okie dokie. So... let's go for the Castle Garenbrig. And then we can swing both of these into the Rascal and see what happens. Of course, the opponent has to hold priority at this point because why not, hey? Sure. Let's swing both in at Vraska. Let's try and take care of this. Not too bothered about not drawing the cards here. So if we'd swung in at the opponent, we would just be drawing. What is going on here? Oh, they've got 1 green open. Right, okay. So that's dealt with there. Suppose we could go for Fynn and then just get rid of the Remnant now. I think that's starting to get irritating. I really don't want to give them any value at all. And yeah, I'm just going to keep my hand back in case they've got a board wipe, because there's no point us getting completely blown out here, is there? A board wipe will already eradicate our threats. So they've got Elders Reborn. So before this dies, let's just get some life, then we can sack the Llanowar Elves. And we may even see them sacrifice the Elders Reborn here to draw a card. Who knows? Tenacious Underdog. Okay. So they go for a land. Yeah, I love seeing that. -1 land, always good. But then they replenish it. Fair enough. So we have a few options. I think... So this guy is a 3/2. Okay, let's go for the Kappa Tech Wrecker. He's got Death Touch. And then we can have Vivian.
I have survived Nico Bolas, and I will survive you.
What can Vivian do? I suppose Vivian can just fight and get out of the way, right? Let's get that 3/2 out of the way.
Watch out, they bite.
And you know what? I'm just going to swing both in at them, because ultimately we draw 2 cards. They get 2 poison. They're going to have to deal with Fynn eventually. So we discard a card here. I suppose we can just go for the land, because we might draw some more of those soon. But it's nice to keep an extra Death Toucher in hand. Pay 2 life. You may cast it from the graveyard using Blitz. Interesting. And when it dies, draw a card as well. So if you block that, they'll draw a card. So this is actually really powerful. Paying 2 life it makes it fairly balanced though, because it stops it being infinite at that point. Very clever of Wizards to put that clause on there. If it didn't say 2 life, then yeah, just pretty scary.
Pity we couldn't have been allies.
Okay, so we lose Fynn once again. So Fynn now costs 6, but their general costs 8. So, and also, what are they doing here with this? So Elders Reborn next turn gets to resurrect something. They might even go for Kura. Oh, okay, fair enough. Interesting. Moving on to the next game. Opponent goes first with Winota. Again. So I faced a lot of Winota decks in testing, and it is pretty impossible to win if you go second, I found. Especially if they go for the dog. Okay, no dog. So Winota is looking to get out non-humans and swing in to cheat out creatures from the top of the deck, essentially. So they want to hit their turn 1, 2, and 3 curves on every turn, and then just go for the Winota. It's just a Goblin build, could be. Let's go for a blocker. Do they have removal here? Probably. Dragon Fodder. So, I'm going to go for the Tajura Blight Blade. And then, when they go for Winota, I'm going to try and kill it with the Sky Shroud Ambush. It's a pretty good card, actually, and the art is really cool. Looks like she's fighting a robot of some kind. Okay, so here she comes. Before going to damage, or combat, let's say, sacrificing my 1/1 to kill the Winota. And, because I don't have the dog, although they could just use a Fanatical Firebrand. Ooh, that was a strange misplay. They didn't kill it with the Firebrand. Yep. That just happened. So yeah, if you kill a creature before the fight goes through, no damage is going to happen. That is insane. I feel very lucky there. So let's go for a blocker again. Unfortunately, it'll only be a 1/2. If a permanent I control left the battlefield, though, it would come in with an extra counter. Pass the turn. So until they get 6 mana, we might be okay. But Ketra's Monument. So if they play a land next turn, or this turn, they can get for Winota. Okay, wow, that's a lot of attackers there. That is a lot of attackers. Let's go for Adventurous Impulse, see what we get. The Druid's fine. So we have another instant speed kill. So we should be okay for a little bit longer. Pass the turn again. So what we are scared of is stuff like Ember Cleave, which will come in, give something double strike. And also Winota in general. Winota in general, and she is a general. So there you go. Very scary commander. Very scary. So the good thing about having 2 death touches is we have 2 ways to deal with their Winota. Redain, okay, that makes... Okay, that's not too bad, I suppose. I think they would have probably won the game just by going for Valkyria, though. So they're choosing to attack... Do they realise that they haven't gone for the Valkyria side? Weird. Weird. Unless they've got Ember Cleave. So they're going to get... Okay. Seems strange. They just lost a few creatures there. Yeah, I'm a bit confused, to be perfectly honest, what just happened there. Okay. Do I want to fight? Yeah, let's get rid of this Redain. I don't like it. It's freaking me out. And then we have the Master's Rebuke as well. Come on, Winota. Where are you? Let me kill you. They're scared. As if they're scared of playing it. Just play it. Come on. I'm on a green. I'm only 1 colour. Right. Fight Winota. This is quite fun, actually. See how long we can stop Winota. So they're looking to attack again. No? Okay. Ooh, Masked Vandal. So, do we have any creatures? We do. So, let's get rid of the Oketra's Monument. That will actually help a lot more than it looks. So, yeah, we'll get rid of the Druids, which means we exile the Monument. 3, 4, 5, 6. So, now it's going to be very difficult to cast Winota. And now we can regrowth, get back the Rebuke. So, we can kill something yet again. And let's see if they block. I'm happy to get rid of just one thing here. Okay, interesting. So, they get some poison. Can we survive this? Doing well so far. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're 1 mana off. Basri's Lieutenant. They're gonna for a minute there, I thought they were going to put a counter on our guys. Okay. Goblin Javelineer. Oh, I like it. The aggression. Beautiful. I like this. This is good. This is good for me. Get rid of all your attackers. Okay. Just a weird flex, after all. What a waste of time that was. So, if we block this, does 1 damage to the creature blocking it. Sure. Just take the damage. It's just 2 damage here. Ooh, Archer of Rascal. Nice. Pass turn. So with this, we could just start drawing. And we've got the City's Blessing. Rem Carolus. Okay. So if a spell would deal damage to you, prevent the damage. If a spell would deal damage. So it's just against red, it's good. Okay. So now they're attacking with everything. Let's see what we draw with the Archer of Rascal here. Forest. Okay, I think we're going to have to still tank some stuff, unfortunately. Okay. Down to 10. Okay, past 10 again. Yeah, it's not looking good, to be honest. Angras Maraud as well. That has to go. Man, they have literally drawn straight up fire. Okay, so we're gonna have to get rid of that, sadly. Or we just lose the game. Okay, that can go there. I think we'll get rid of the lieutenant here as well. Down to 6. Not good. Got a good blocker now, though. Actually got a couple of good blockers, so... Swing in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guardian of Thraben. Okay, so we're going to have a problem with this Rem Carolus, aren't we? So this takes us to 4. Yikes. Oh, Vivian Reed. Human, Goblin Warrior. And she's got first strike. Okay, let's go for Vivian Reed. And I'm going to be defensive, take care of the Rem Carolus here.
Wasn't meant to... Get that out of here.
And just pass the turn. So if they do go for the Winota, they'll get 1 trigger with a Goblin. Because remember, it's only non-humans attacking. But they could get lucky. Who knows? Thalia will not trigger. Come on, just something small. Please nothing with flying and nothing with removal. We could just be dead here. Sir Alan, indestructible first strike. Well, indestructible first strike. What does he say? Other creatures get +1/+1. Yeah, that's annoying. So, yeah, let's just chump the Sir Alan here. Because we couldn't have traded there anyway, so let's just get rid of the thing we can right now. Nature's Way, that could do it. Let's look at what we get off the top here.
Meet my newest friend.
Kura, fantastic. Vigilance Trample. Let's kill the Winota, get that out of the way. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is really close. And we also have a fantastic aerial defender. And yeah, we're going to hold back again because this guy has first strike and she has first. Yeah, basically the whole first strike thing's kind of annoying. Ooh, Victory's Envoy, that's pretty powerful. Turret Sanctum. Okay, let's see what we get. Their army's going to get absolutely huge, isn't it? We're going to have to... Ooh, Lair of the Hydra, that's kind of a win con as well. Swinging over the top here. Don't forget, we only need a couple more bits of poison. Yeah, these guys are getting really crazily big. Sack a Goblin to add red. So because of Ajani's main, I can't actually see what it says on the top there at the cost. I'm pretty sure it's expensive though. So let's draw a card. Snakeskin Veil. Oof, that puts a counter on one of the things as well. That's pretty good. First strike. The first strike is pretty annoying, not going to lie. But we have to block this, so I guess we'll just block it here. Because I want to have the Fynn out. Okay. So go to our turn. So we need something good, or we're just going to die to all these Victory's Envoy massive trigger
no one
things.
knows the wilds like I do.
Sarith, okay, that's fairly okay. Gives everything death touch, but the first strike is going to be irritating, isn't it? But hexproof as well, that's really useful. What do we do? So if I attack in, they get to 8. That means they have to find an answer to... Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to attack. So it's got double death touch now. If only it gave double the poison. Okay, so they're on 8 poison. Alright, let's see what they got. So the whole army is pretty big. We can block with the Lair of the Hydra though, that's fine. They don't have trample anywhere, it seems. And they don't have vigilance either? Yeah, no vigilance. Tyrannica. Okay. So no haste. So the ability won't work. So all we need to do is just keep the Kura and the Fynn alive, and I think we're fine. So 5, 6. Let's just pay an arbitrary... So we can pay a bit more, can't we? Let's pay 6. Yep. So we've got a 6/6 blocker. I wonder if they saw that or not. So even if we lose most of our things here, as long as we keep our primary guys, it's fine. So the 6 can block Thalia and live. The 5 can block here. And then block like that. And then we only take 3, right? So we get down to 1. Weirdly, no audio for that. That was unusual. Feels like there's an audio glitch. And then go to our turn. Swing in, and yeah, we played for so long the audio cut out. Well, I hope you enjoyed those games. That was kind of weird though at the end. Cool. If you've had fun watching this video, don't forget to leave me a like and a sub, and to check out my Ko-fi donations page, where you can donate as little or as much as you want. And check out some more videos to keep watching.